the deputies only have so few inmates. And we've been having a little issue with transportation, not on the deputies' part, but when a lot of inmates are ordered by all of the courts, sometimes inmates don't make it over.
Right.
Okay.
I understand. I was thinking I was way in the south side trying to
okay.
get into the VA.
Oh,
But I talked to the counselor. We just reset it.
Oh, you should have told me that.
No.
All right, can you come down, please?
Timothy J. McCormick Johnson, age 41. 2023 possession, controlled substance penalty group 1, is equal to 4 grams TO 200 grams offense. And arrest date the 11th of March, 2023, pretrial supervision terminated, unsatisfactory, sentenced 10 years probation on the 4th of April 2024. Today motion to revoke probation. 2024 evading arrest detention, with previous conviction, bond $7,500 offense. And arrest date the 27th of September 2024. Being dismissed today dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2024 evade arrest, a detention, 2 NDOR offense. And arrest date the 26th of March 2024 dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2024 possession, controlled substance penalty group 1, is equal to 1 gram TO 4 gram dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2022 unauthorized use vehicle, sentenced to 2 years on the 21st of July, 2023, with 275 days credit, defendant released TDCJ, on the 10th of April 2023. 2022 possession, controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2022 evading arrest, a detention, 2 ND or more dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2020 possession, controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2019 evading arrest, a detention, 2 NDOR pretrial supervision terminated, unsatisfactory dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2019 burglary habitation intent, to commit assault pretrial supervision terminated, unsatisfactory, sentenced 5 years probation. Probation revoked after 3 MTRs, resentenced 2 years with 746 days credit, concurrent with prior sentence, rel par in absenti. 2019 resisting AR search transportation dismissed, other. 2018 evading arrest, a detention, 2 NDOR, sentence 6 months, 54 days credit, sentence expired early, released the 21st of November 2018. 2015 possession, controlled substance penalty group 1, is equal to 1 gram TO 4 grams dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2013 injury TO, elderly bodily injury with intent, sentenced 5 years deferred, probation revoked, resentenced 5 years, 292 days credit, defendant released TDCJ the 7th of May 2017. 2013 evade arrest, or detention it says. Closed, created in error. 2013 evade arrest, a detention, 2 NDOR dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2013 assault elderly contact, or threat dismissed, defendant convicted other. 2012 possession, controlled substance penalty group 3 less than 28 grams, sentenced to time served 1 day. 2009 possession marriage less than 2 ounces, sentenced 9 months probation, probation extended, probation revoked, resentenced to time served 10 days. 2004 possession, controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram dismissed, CDF CNVINSF. 2003 possession marriage less than 2 ounces, sentenced 6 months probation, probation revoked, resentenced to 20 days, credit for 11, concurrent with prior sentence. 2003 evading detention, sentenced 6 months probation, probation revoked, resentenced to 60 days, credit for 30 days, concurrent with prior sentence, released early at 31 days.
Actual local jail time served not including prison sentences. September 28, 2024, still in jail. March 27, 2024 to July 5, 2024, case dismissed. November 3, 2023 to February 27, 2024, PR bond. October 20, 2022 to August 18, 2023, transferred to. August 15, 2022, same day, PR bond. April 5, 2022, 49 days, case dismissed. September 13, 2020 to September 13, 2020, case dismissed. September 20, 2019 to August 7, 2020, released on bond. June 24, 2019, 37 days, transferred to. July 29, 2018 to November 21, 2018, sentence expired early. January 12, 2018, 35 days, transferred to. March 23, 2015 to June 4, 2015, case dismissed. December 20, 2013 to June 12, 2014, transferred to. October 22, 2012, same day, PR bond. July 6, 2011, 8 days, transferred to. July 21, 2009, same day, PR bond. August 15, 2004, 7 days, PR bond. March 9, 2004, 10 days, transferred to. December 21, 2003, same day, released on bond. December 13, 2003, 7 days, transferred to. June 2, 2003, 24 days, transferred to. April 26, 2003, 3 days, fine served out. May 21, 2002, 9 days, transferred to Texas Youth Commission.
Court is calling 2024 CR 3084, State versus Timothy J. McCormick Johnson. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan for the state, Your Honor.
Defense.
Jorge Canales for defense.
And are you Mr. Johnson?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Timothy J. McCormick Johnson who was placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 3084 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4,200 grams on April 4th, 2024 for a term of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 27th day of September 2024 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Timothy J. McCormick Johnson, committed the offense of evading arrest or detention with a previous conviction in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure, ma'am.
Your Honor, will waive the remaining violated conditions.
Any objection?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 10 years in prison and up to a $2,000 fine?
Ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. It
Yes.
is to deny the motion to revoke, continue him on his probation with alternate amend conditions to include state ISF, also monthly UAs, ISP program, and sober support meetings. And the state will take into consideration clause number 2024 PF 173159.
All right, is that the proposed agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Probation, what is your recommendation?
That is the recommendation.
All right, Mr. McCormick, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Timothy J. McCormick Johnson.
Why are you not being successful on probation?
I told him when I signed probation in April, I was still on parole. So the day I signed, I went to my hearing for parole and they revoked me and sent me back to TC. So I haven't had a chance to even talk to anybody from probation. I just got a TC in July.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains things. All right. The court can do one or two things. I can deny the motion, follow everybody's recommendation, or I sentence you to 2 years in the prison. Which would you prefer?
I take the recommendation.
All right, court will deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include state ISF, ISP, 90 sober meetings in 90 days, and taking consideration 2024 PF 173159. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right. Anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense, Judge.
All right, probation, is there anything else he needs? All right, thank you. Thank
Judge
you.
not accused.
Yes, have a good.
Keandre Davis. It's an MTR. I have it for today.
All right, Keandre Davis.
He's in custody.
All right, thank you. If you'll just have them, make sure that they have his file here.
Okay.
Thank you. Do we have Keandre Davis on the docket? Thank you. All right, thank you.
I do have Deandre Davis out here.
All right, thank you.
Well, she hadn't called him yet. Yeah.
Yes. All right, who is this?
It's Deandre Sheppard. That's my motion to set bond. The bondsman did an off.
Oh, I have this. Okay, we're ready to set his bond. Have you conferred with the?
I talked to Megan about it. I told her it was an off bond filed by the bail bondsman.
Okay, who did you speak to? I'm sorry.
Megan,
All right. We're gonna go on the record. Court is calling 2023 CR 11062, State of Texas versus Deandre Sheppard. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Megan Galloway.
Defense?
Robert Maurer.
And are you Mr. Sheppard?
Speak
All
louder.
right. So we're here today to set bond, is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And counsel, did you file a motion or no?
No, there should be a motion on file, Judge.
Do you have a copy? Here we are. Nope, that's a motion. Okay, I have a motion to withdraw.
That was a long time ago.
And you withdrawn that, correct?
Yes, yes. And we had filed a motion to set bond. I just have to find it, Judge, but this is based, an affidavit of surety surrender was filed by Best Bail Bonds. The original bond was $7,500. So I was just gonna ask the court if you would consider setting it the original amount or something close to that, and I'm gonna write the bond.
All right, State, do you have any objection to a $7,500 bond?
No, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, John.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Deandre Sheppard.
All right, Mr. Sheppard, have you ever had any type of mental health diagnosis?
No.
Have you ever taken any medications for mental health?
No.
Have you ever spoken to a psychiatrist or a doctor with regards to mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
All right, with regards to drug use, have you ever used any type of substance in the past, including marijuana?
It's a question here they have to ask, so just, you're not gonna get in trouble.
We got in the past, yes, ma'am.
All right, anything other than marijuana in the past? All right. The court will follow your agreement, and counsel, if you, you'll need to write this in.
I'll do it on the.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So the court will follow your agreement and set the bond at $7,500. State you may be excused.
Thank you.
I'm going to order 30 sober meetings in 30 days. All right, Mr. Maurer,
Yes.
have you received the discovery in this case?
Judge, this case, I think just got indicted a couple months ago, so I'll have to check. I'm sure I've received it by now, but I'll have to check.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I want this case brought back on council. It can be January 6th, 7th, or 9th.
7th, please, Judge.
All right, Norma, if you'll recall this for January 7th and make sure Mr. Sheppard has a reset form. We can go off record. You need to make sure you appear for court and you need to make sure you appear on time. You understand? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Deputy Laura, I had to go to an event last night. People don't realize when you're older, doing things on school nights, not good.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes, hi.
Hi, I was just gonna ask how the rest of the party went when I had to leave.
Oh, it went great.
Good,
Yeah.
good. I like the pictures you posted.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of fun. But we're gonna do another one on.
Oh, for
December
Christmas?
18th, yeah.
All right.
So you have to be here.
Well, I'll have to figure out something else to bring because we had like 14,000 cookies.
Yeah.
So maybe I can get more creative this time.
Okay,
You
awesome.
said December 14th,
18th.
18th.
Let me double
See, I
check.
don't even,
Let me check the calendar though to see. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
good. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Those greens.
yes.
I mean, everything was good, but
Yeah.
it was great.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of being at home with mom.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It's
But-
weird now that I don't park in the garage. I don't see your like, Louisiana plate
Yeah.
anymore,
Yeah. So what are you up to today?
Oh, I have an MTR. I think we might be able to work something out. We're just conferring right now for the
Okay,
state.
all right, let me know.
Okay, so December 18th, but I'll be here before that, so I'll check back in.
Okay, all right, thank you. Good seeing you. All right. Brice Lott. All right, Deputy, could you make an announcement for Brice Terrell Lott? Counsel? Counsel,
Yes.
is your client on a commercial bond? If you want to call the bondsman,
Check
or
on-
either we'll take it up now.
I'll try that, Judge.
All right, so just once you call the bondsman, then if you'll come back and we'll take care of it.
Thanks.
Is he out there?
I'll have it.
All right, thank you. Mr. Cisneros,
Yes.
did you confer with the state on Steve Carmona?
Doing that right now. We can approach whenever the court's
All
ready.
right. Are they on his case or is it criminal trial division? It's a DWI third.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Then I need to go to the other side.
Mr. Gerhan, could you, sorry. Could you confer with Mr. Cisneros on Stephen Carmona? I don't know if you all have this, but if you'll review it and then just come back with court when you're all ready.
Do it again. Well, so they had a couple of issues before. Yeah, but the basketball game is supposed to.
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't draw charges.
On this particular case,
They rescheduled, they're planning.
it was dismissed
They were supposed to
yesterday
go
for insufficient evidence.
Oh, so this is done.
Right, I believe that he also is on probation for.
They did, they won both games by like going.
Yes, he's on probation for
So I don't know if that affects the violation.
Yeah, and it's.
In that sense.
No, so he doesn't have a felony, correct?
That one was dismissed or rejected yesterday.
Ah, so,
That was the one that I told you, Your Honor, that I showed you the paperwork for the blood alcohol content was below 0.08.
all right. So Mr. Carmona, can you come up? All right, your case was rejected. So this is what I'm going to tell you, and I'm sure your defense attorney will tell you. Whatever, if you have an alcohol problem, you need to take care of it. Otherwise, you're going to be back here. And as I explained to you before, if you drink and drive, you could end up killing someone. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So there are plenty of places you can go to. I would suggest that you start doing sober support meetings. I would suggest that you start getting into a treatment, be it outpatient treatment or inpatient treatment. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ms. Abrams. Oh, everyone, please whisper. My understanding, this case is being rejected because the blow was below the threshold.
Yes, Judge, I do want to make the court aware that Mr. Carmona did bring up an issue that he had. He was prescribed some mouth rinse because he's having surgery.
Yes.
And that came up on positive on his monitoring device. He did provide the prescriptions and everything to his officer.
Great.
And I believe he's set to have the surgery like in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, well, good luck on your surgery.
did-
It's gonna go fine.
I just wanted to make you aware of that issue, just in case, later on down the line, we do get that report.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court? All right. Good luck to you. If you ever need anything, if I'm here, you can always come back if you can't find anyone else to help you with any issues you may be experiencing.
Thank you.
All right. And then I don't know if they'll be able to pull a copy of the rejection for you. They may be able to pull that so you'll have it and your client will have it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. You always do. Thank you.
Judge, if I may borrow your copy, they can make a copy of it.
I don't have a copy of the
Oh, the
rejection.
rejection, okay.
Yes, but if you want a copy of this, you're more than welcome for them to make a copy of it.
If you can give me a copy, I don't know if it's in your computer already that they rejected the case. It was a DWI.
All right, 1 second.
Are the parties here on Patrick Michael Cuellar? All right, what is this charge? Manufacturing, delivery, SIM?
Pretty much allegedly selling fentanyl.
Oh, okay. All right. It's
Yeah.
written very weird on my,
I think simulated control substance.
all right. And Norma, can you call IT to come up, please? All right, so where are we on discovery? I know he has a new case as well.
Right, Judge. There are two different alleged times that this was sold. So one was indicted. I don't know why the other one wasn't indicted. 'Cause
Okay.
it's sort of part of the same investigation. But I was informed by Mr. Freddy that he may have some federal indictments coming through or came through.
He does, Judge. So the criminal episode here has been picked up by the feds. He's currently under indictment with them. He has a setting in late January, as I understand it, and I've been conferring with Mr. Garahan. And while we've not any concrete disposition, I think there's a strong likelihood that whatever happens there will substantially affect the cases here. My understanding it's the first setting. I know the docket says two, but I don't ever recall having been.
Oh, I have it as a first setting.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Yes.
And I was lied to.
And
So,
not by Jason Garahan.
I mean,
Those are fighting words.
it was an oversight. It was an oversight. I'd like
Because
to.
this is how I know it's a first setting here, because I
Okay.
have nothing written on here.
And we're on the same page. I don't know if you can push us beyond January 27th, because that's his next federal court setting. The more information I learn about what their intentions are, I think the better off we will be to figure out what we are going to do. So that is my request if the court could grant it.
All right, so this can come back. Do you have any objection to his request?
No.
How long do you expect the trial for McIntyre to last?
My side?
Yeah, well, we're doing,
I think it's 2 weeks at minimum.
all right, because we're doing jury selection for that on February
That's
7th, but we have motions on February 3rd. I can set it for your client for the week of February 3rd, since it's just, is everyone okay with that?
that should be fine. I mean, mostly I think most questions would be
Yeah,
contacted.
there's nothing earth shattering that's gonna get, but just more information.
All right, so February 3rd is a Monday. We can do it the 3rd, the 4th, or the 6th.
Just make sure I'm not gonna be out of county, Judge. The 4th is a good day for me.
All right, we'll recall this on February 4th, and you say that the feds have already picked up the case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and that'll be 2025. Thank you for addressing appropriately for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Norma Cuellar is being recalled for February 4th, and that'll be for discovery.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Just wait outside.
Norma, were you able to contact IT?
They said they'll be here shortly.
All right, thank you. Deputy Laura, do you see what page Cuellar is on?
Page 3.
All right, thank you. Who is here on Omar Flores? Thank you. Court is calling 2024 CR 2669, State of Texas versus Omar Flores. Can I have parties announced for the record? For the state,
Andrew Harris, Saterman.
defense,
Scott Hill for Mr. Flores.
are you Mr. Flores?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudicate? Excuse me, Mr. Ross, no talking behind the court reporter. Just ask the deputies, they'll move you to the other end. Oh, no problem. All right, we're back on the record. Mr. Flores, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Omar Flores who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 2669 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, on June 13th, 2024 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
On or about the 5th day of August 2024 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Omar H. Flores did then and there fail to complete the substance abuse treatment facility with the BCC SCD, in that the defendant refused to sign amended conditions to attend as directed by the supervision officer and or the court, in violation of condition number 39.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 39, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 39?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 39 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. Adjudicate guilt, revoke supervision, assess punishment under 1244A at 200 days of confinement in the county jail.
I'm not going to follow that proposed agreement. Why
Good.
should I follow that?
Let me give you a little context
Yes.
of why he refused to, first he got denied for felony drug court, Judge.
Mhm.
They were at capacity and whatever reason, I don't know why he didn't qualify for it.
Mhm.
He's got 5 children under 8. And his wife was late in the pregnancy, when he's been in custody since May 20th, Judge. And so he was in custody when he entered his initial plea. Once he realized that he's gonna have to wait for a bed and being saddened, he didn't want to be, all his thinking is he didn't want to be away from his family that long and potentially miss the
Wait,
birth.
you're saying he's been in custody since May?
Yes, Judge. He's been in nonstop custody since before he took the plea, back in, I believe it was June that he took the
All
plea.
right, so we're not gonna count that part. How long is he? He took the plea June 13th. So he's been in custody since June?
Well, he was in custody before he took the plea.
Well, I'm not even gonna consider the time that he's been in custody before he took the plea. All right, so he's been in custody since June, when I ordered felony drug court, and he didn't qualify for felony drug court?
Correct, Judge.
All right, probation, why is it that he didn't qualify for felony drug court? All right, so,
Felony drug court at the time was also active.
all right, felony drug court was at capacity, and he said he didn't have a drug problem. And part of the reason why you were in custody, you say since May, is because April you had a court date and you did not show, so a BF was issued, so you were remanded without bond. So that's on you. You didn't appear. And felony drug court didn't accept you because you said you didn't have a problem and they were at capacity. All right, so you may continue.
Judge, the way he's thinking is, I just got to get home to my family as soon as I can. And so, when they're talking around the jail and hearing he's going to be waiting months for a bed, he just, for whatever reason, he didn't want to do that. And he wasn't going to be able to visit his family when he was at SADF. He wouldn't be able to see them. And so that was very important to him because he can have visits at the Bexar County Jail. So that's why he didn't go, Judge. Obviously, he probably regrets that now, in the situation he is, but we're hoping the court will consider the fact that he's been in jail and custody for so long that's enough punishment for him.
All right, I'm not going to sentence him under 1244. And with regards to his children, I realize he has children. That's why I ordered parenting classes. And I don't know how he expects to help his children or be present in his children's life when he has a drug problem.
Well, Judge, the whole time he's been in here, he's realized the effect he's had. He's never been away from his family, and he missed the birth of his son. So he hadn't even had a chance to hold his son yet, and that's killed him. He's a family man. He loves his kids, and he sees what this has done to his children. He's told me I'm never touching anything again. I don't want to put them through this again. So I believe him, Judge. Now if the court's willing to entertain releasing him back on deferred and maybe giving some outpatient treatment.
Now, what's his criminal history?
As far as I can tell, Your Honor, he doesn't have any.
All right, did you run PCIC, NCIC?
Not today, Your Honor.
All right, do you have a TCIC, NCIC? Doesn't matter if it was run today. He's been in custody for a while. Do you have that?
Do not, Your Honor.
All right, so states you need to get that, and then the court will make a decision.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Gonzalo Garcia.
Good morning. How are you
Good
doing?
morning.
How are your IT issues treating you? Like, are they cleared up or
Well, that is good, but this is now off.
you have a new thing?
Yes, he's working on it though. He's great.
A real professionals.
All right. So on this case, where are we on discovery?
We're good on discovery. Had a chance to confer with the state. They are offering a PTD, but they need to speak to the victims first, and that's why they're asking for a reset.
All right, Norma, I need a 30-day reset on Garcia Gonzalo. All right, so we'll come back on January 9th, and then I'll expect an update on PTD.
Thanks, Judge.
All right. Thank you for addressing appropriately for court. Jerry McGee. All righty, if you'll come down. All right. So where are we on discovery? I see we have one case that's indicted and several that are not.
That's the problem. We can't go forward until they get those indicted. The state can't go forward. They need a lab report on a couple of drug cases, at least.
So when are you all expecting lab reports?
Judge, I was gonna reach out to the lab today, that those still are outstanding. And then on one of the cases of fraud use, we still do need to reach out to the complainant. And so I was planning on doing that today. As far as, I know the lab is backlogged, but if we could maybe have a month, that way I can, ask them to expedite it and get a status update for the court.
All right, Norma, if you'll recall this for January 30th. And it's Jerry McGee. So we'll bring you back on January 30th. If they have something sooner, they'll let your attorney know and you can come back sooner. Any other questions?
No, that's it, Judge.
All right, thank
Do I
you.
need a reset form or not?
No. Oh, counsel, are you ready?
Yes, Judge.
All right, just let me put this in the system.
No problem,
Then
Judge.
I'll
Thank
pick
you.
you up. And what's your client's name?
Brice, Lott.
All right. I'm just putting things in the system. I just have 4 more cases to put in the system, counsel. 2 more cases, counsel. They make, Odyssey is so slow.
Oh, me neither, not by a long shot.
All right, counsel, you have,
Mr. Lott, you're on.
all right, we're gonna go on the record. Could I have a prosecutor, please? Court is calling 2024 CR 009963, State of Texas versus Brice Lott. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Sean Sheffield, Your Honor.
All right, this hearing was called at 9 a.m. It is now 9:58 a.m. The defendant has not made an appearance. Deputy, you previously made an announcement for Mr. Lott in the hallway. Was there any response?
Well, I didn't make them.
All right. So for the record, a deputy previously made the announcement in the hallway and Mr. Lott did not respond. Counsel, have you had any contact with your client?
I have not yet.
All right. And is he on a commercial line?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. State.
State's requesting bond forfeiture, Your Honor.
All right, that'll be granted. Your client will be remanded without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Counsel, I'll call you when I have your file.
Oh, it was, I'll put it up there.
Yeah, I'll call in order. I call in order appearance.
That's fine.
All right, we'll
Thank
get to you. You're welcome. All right, who's here on Keandre Davis? Court is calling 2020 CR 7207, State of Texas versus Deandre Davis. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Ashley Jones for the state.
Defense. Counsel, you're on this side. And are you Mr. Davis?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Keandre Davis who was placed on community supervision in 2020 CR 7207 for the offense of assault, family choking, strangulation on August 3rd, 2021 for 4 years and extended for a total of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor, we do have an agreement.
What are you proceeding on?
We are going to proceed on both violations of condition number 1.
All right, if you'll read it into the record, please.
Yes, violation of condition number 1, on or about the 30th day of June 2024 in Tarrant County, Texas. The defendant, Keandre Davis, committed the offense of driving while intoxicated in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Violation of condition number 1, on or about the 30th day of June 2024 in Tarrant County, Texas. The defendant, Keandre Davis, committed the offense of possession of a controlled substance, PG1, in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
and the state will waive the remaining violations, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
It's your understanding by pleading true to violation of conditions 1 and 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 4 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of conditions 1 and 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of conditions 1 and 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is that proposed agreement?
That proposed agreement is to grant the state's motion to revoke community supervision, revoke the community supervision, and sentence the defendant to 3 years in the Texas Department of Corrections.
Is that your agreement?
That
counsel?
is, Your Honor.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Pantandra, Patandra, Booker, Booker. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
Not from the state, Judge.
Judge, I believe, Mr. David has something to say.
Yes.
We have a child together, and the first time that I was here, you said no violent contact. That was the very first thing you said. And ever since then, it's been
No, because of what I've written in here is when you were first placed on probation, it was to be no contact with Padandra Booker. Then you had a motion to revoke file. And then that was for a violation of condition number 5. I denied the motion, alternate amend conditions to complete BIP, transfer to Dallas, weekly reporting, the UA hotline. And then in August, this was set for August 24th for a contested hearing in person. And then on August 24th, there was a violation of condition number 15. That judge found it true. And then today, this is where we are. I've never ordered a no harmful or injurious contact. All right, we can go off the record. Look, you're gonna have to change your life. You say you have a child, you want to be in your child's life. I would think that you would want your child to be proud of you. Part of that is stop with your drug use, which alcohol is a drug. If you can't control the usage of it, be kind to your child's mother, which you have not been. We're here for an assault choking. That means you choked her.
4 years ago.
I mean, that's no excuse. You can't say, oh, I shot somebody, but we're back together. That was 4 years ago. Do not minimize what you have done. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Judge.
You're welcome. Alexis Gonzalez. And then after that, it will be Miles Fenton. And then it will be Alicia Rubio. All right, Alexis Gonzalez. Alexis Gonzalez, you need to show your video. All right, so where are we on discovery?
Judge, I believe discovery has been turned over. This is just a question of whether the state's going to be offering a PTD or not. We are trying to get just a current TCIC, NCIC. I believe that the defendant is in North Carolina.
South
Carolina. And so the state's asking just to reset for 1 week, at least for us to just evaluate for a PTD.
Okay.
And we don't oppose him showing by Zoom the next time either, Judge.
All right, do you want it the week of the 16th or the week of the 9th?
The week of the 9th is fine, Judge.
All right, 9th, 10th, or 12th?
I believe the 12th is a Thursday, Judge.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, please.
All right, we'll recall this for December 12th. Mr. Gonzalez, you can appear by Zoom.
Okay.
All right.
Same ID and everything.
Yes.
Thank you,
Okay.
Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
I'll reach out to you, Alexis. And he's free to get off.
Norma, he's free to leave. On this case, it's coming back on the 12th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too. All right, who's here on Joshua Pardo?
I was reading the violation report. It's kind of confusing because he just got out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So this is a plea?
no, he was set for sentencing for next week, the 12th,
Okay,
and we brought him in today for the compliance.
all right. Let me look this up on the system because this isn't correct. Just 1 second.
Yeah, there's something.
Another judge took this plea. That's why there's nothing written. So When is he scheduled for sentencing?
The 12th.
December 12th?
Yes.
All right. So there's an issue. They say that he doesn't qualify for a GPS because he doesn't have a residence. Does he have a residence?
I'm on the GPS, ma'am.
Okay, this is,
I don't. Hold on.
okay.
I don't, I don't understand it either. I think this is dated. In other words, this was before, he was still in jail when they issued the violation.
All right, just one moment. Let's call GPS.
And he just got it like Saturday.
Let me see if they'll answer. If not, I'll email them. All right, I'm gonna have a seat. I'm gonna send them an email because I don't want some other judge to have this and then they don't know and they end up signing something. So just have a seat. Let me send them an email.
Okay.
Freddie Ariano.
That's us, Judge.
All right, hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Where is he?
He's right here in the box.
Come down.
Come on, Mr. Ariano.
How's it going?
It's good. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain.
All right.
You know,
How
we're,
was your Thanksgiving?
oh, it was fabulous.
Did you have 1 million people, like the whole family?
Oh, no, we don't do that.
Okay. All right.
No, but immediate family.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was
Cajun
fun.
Seasoning and the stuffing?
Oh, yeah. Everything was great.
Okay.
You know, it's always good to spend time with family.
Yeah.
And the way we do our holidays is we cook the day before. So everyone can just relax, stuff themselves and
I like
watch
it.
television.
It's a good strategy.
Yeah. All right. So where are we on discovery?
So I was just informing the prosecutor that about 10 different items got uploaded to my email account last night. So we are still in the discovery process. I think they're still have things that they're trying to get together.
We do, Your Honor.
But we are conferring.
Okay. So what do you all think? And I'm not going to hold you to this. What do you think you still have with discovery?
Realistically, Your Honor, the case is, the intake prosecutor is still uploading everything that she's ordered and has received. So I'm not sure on exactly what is still outstanding that
There were-
she's waiting for.
There were a lot of officers involved, so there's a lot of body cam, a lot of co-bans.
That would be my assumption, Your Honor.
All right. So we can do this January 13th, 14th, or 16th.
16th would be my preference, if that's okay with the court.
All right. So we'll come back on January 16th for discovery.
That would be great, Judge. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson on Ariano, January 16th for discovery. Yes,
Judge, may I approach just ever so briefly?
sure.
I just want to let you know, our Ray Espinosa, which is a capital,
Mhm.
Our expert that is supposed to be interviewing him, and I've discussed this with the state,
Mhm.
has a trial that he's testifying in, so he can't interview him when he was supposed to. I think it's set next week.
Mhm.
I'll be filing a formal motion for continuance. If you want to not bring him over because of that, that's fine, but if you want us to still be here just for status,
Oh,
I'll
when
get
is
that.
this set?
I think next week.
All right, if you want to speak with Ms. Ferguson and they can have him brought over earlier so we can take care of it earlier.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Emmani Robinson. Hi, good morning. Court is calling 2024 CR 0086663 State versus Emmani Renee Robinson. Can I have parties announced for the record? State,
Megan Galloway.
defense,
Roberto Ambrosino.
and are you Ms. Robinson?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you understand you're charged with theft of property, $2,500, 2 or more previous convictions?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Ms. Robinson, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $2,000 fine and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
All right. For clarification, is there an application for deferred or no?
No, there's not. I may have just grabbed the wrong form and I circled community supervision instead.
All right. So with regards to the plea bargain agreement.
I
what-
did not check off that. There's no.
Well, no, you all need to put down what the punishment is to be assessed at.
Yes, my apologies.
No problem. So according to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There is no application for deferred adjudication and the state is recommending community supervision and there's a $2,000 fine. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And defense is at the plea
Yes, Your Honor.
and state is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, and no contact with Don and Benz. Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
State any evidence.
The state offers states exhibit number 1 and attachments.
No objection.
All right, state you may be excused.
Thank you.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you want to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, it's been some time since the incident. Since something happened recently. She is in a better place now in her life. She's employed. She's 9 months pregnant. She's set to give birth here in about 12 days or so. She's in a good place and she thinks that has learned her lesson and will definitely comply with probation.
All right, so this is the third time she's probably learned her lesson from stealing. Why do you keep stealing?
Before I wasn't in a better position than what I am now, and that was something that I picked up in a bad habit.
What, a bad habit of stealing?
Yes.
How do you develop a habit for stealing?
It was just something that I chose to do. It was a choice. And
But I mean,
now-
I'm just trying to figure out, how do you develop the habit for stealing?
it just happened, and
Well, I mean,
something
did you
that
all
was-
plan? Did you all say, hey, let's go to Don and Ben's and take tequila?
no, it wasn't anything like that. Like I said, I was in a bad predicament and I was using that to like pay rent or do any, just making. any
No, I
type
don't
of-
know. Because, and let me just explain to you why I don't realize that.
Understand.
Because people will spend money on their wants, but not on their needs.
Right.
And what I'm reading in here, everybody in the vehicle was dressed to the nines. So obviously there was money for clothes, there was money for hair, there was money for nails, there was money for gold, there was money for gold grills, but then people are saying they're stealing for other things that I don't understand.
Right.
And then going to Don and Ben's, the officer said that the car smelled of marijuana and you all just went to Don and Ben's grabbing tequila. So I don't understand when people say, oh, I needed rent. Who's out here buying stolen tequila?
I don't smoke, so I don't know.
No, I said, who's out here buying stolen tequila? Did you take orders where you just say, hey, anybody want tequila? Because it's saying that you took
6 bottles.
Yes, of tequila, 2 coconut bottles, reposado,
Yes.
and
Regular.
yeah. So see, she remembers. So why? So that you all could drink and have a good time. How old are you?
I'm 28. I was 17 at the time, and that was just how I was making my money. There's no excuse for it. I'm not making no excuse for it. And like I said, that's something that I'm not doing anymore.
And the people you were with, this Latasia Bateman, who is that?
It's a friend of mine,
And
or
who-
was a friend of mine.
All right, and who is this? I guess their mom named them T.I. Era Barber.
Yes,
Who is that?
just another friend.
What does TI stand for? Is that their name, TI?
I think it's Tierra.
Oh, the officer then put an apostrophe. Okay.
Right.
All right, court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 3 years. If you were drug tested today, what would the results be?
I'm gonna be clean.
Okay. There's to be regular UAs, regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
I work for home health.
Doing what?
Pretty much like assisting and aiding. I'm with.
What does that mean,
DSP.
assisting and aiding?
I pretty much help feed, change, clothes.
The credential or you like a CNA?
I'm not a CNA, I'm just a caregiver.
No, do you go into people's homes and do this? I don't allow people on probation in this.
This is
court.
the actual, it's like a nursing home. It's not just like a home. It's a, like, it's a nursing home, like an actual.
So she doesn't go on.
So I don't go into people's houses. It's a actual facility.
All right, I'm not going to allow you to continue to work there unless I receive a letter from your employer stating that they know what you're charged with and you can still work there. And then the people that you're taking care of, they either need to sign something or their relatives need to know that you're working there.
100%.
All right, then their relatives need to know that you're working there. That's, Ms. Abrams, that's what I'm ordering. So proof of employment within 30 days. No employment with minors.
She is on maternity leave right now, so I don't know if you might be wanting to extend 30 days out a little bit longer than that.
Oh, just speak to probation about that. I consider myself to be reasonable.
Just thought I'd put that on the record.
I appreciate it.
Because it may be, 30 days from 2 weeks and then.
Oh, trust me, probation will say she's on maternity leave. And I'll say, okay. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider in someone's residence. And also, she's not to be a home health care provider at a facility without a letter from the employer stating that they are aware of her criminal history and she's allowed to work there. And the family members of whoever she's caring for is aware of a criminal history and they have no objection to their working there. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months, 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once the parenting classes are complete, 100 of those hours will be waived. And then I'm going to order the theft course. Once that's complete, the remaining hours will be waived. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
Oh, and I'm sorry, just one other thing. There's to be no contact. Lastasia, Lastasia, Bateman, Batman, and Tierra, Tierra, Barber, Barber. All right, good luck to you. If you need anything, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. What, just remain in court probation. We'll go over conditions. You're welcome.